بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله حمدا كثيرا طيبا مباركا فيه كما يحب ربنا ويرضاه. إخوتي في الله، عندي سؤال، فمن يجيب عنه؟ I have a question. Who's going to answer it?
إن شاء الله.
طيب، ما معنى التوكل على الله? What does tawakkul mean? شرعا. What does it mean when you put your trust in Allah?
أن تجعل الله كل شيء في حقك.
ما هو تعريف التوكل من هنا؟ ما معنى توكل؟ هذه عبادة، لابد أن نعرف. من يجيب؟ عندك يا بشير؟
التوكل كما ذكرت التوكل مثل ما الطير أن تعود
ما تعريفه؟ صدق اعتماد القلب على الله. صدق اعتماد القلب. Now, it's true dependence of the heart on Allah, that your heart is truly depending on Allah. هو عبادة قلبية. صدق اعتماد القلب على الله. It's a عبادة that you do with your heart. مثل ماذا؟ وكان عبادة تفعل بقلبك؟ What other عبادة you do with your heart? الخوف والرجاء. نعم، that you fear Allah. هل الخوف واجب؟ Is it واجب that you fear Allah? نعم. ايش يمنعك من الحرام? What's going to pull you back from the haram? والمحبة. نعم، loving for the sake of Allah, having hope. نعم، كل هذه عبادات قلبية. نعم. لكن التوكل فيها أمور يسمى هو صدق اعتماد القلب على الله مع بذل الأسباب. لابد من أخذ بالأسباب, by taking the necessary means. You can't just say, well, I put my trust in Allah. My son is sick. Allah, I hope he gets better. لكن ما تفعل شيء. نعم، ما تأخذه للمستشفى، ما تعالجه. You can't say, I just put my trust in Allah. I hope that Allah is going to make my son better. I trust Allah is going to make him better. But and your son is sick, you don't do anything. You don't give him any medicine. You don't take him to see any for ulsat, no examinations. لا، هذا ما هو توكل. التوكل يلزم الأخذ بالأسباب. You have to take the necessary means. نعم. وكلما كثرت الأسباب هذا خير. تسعى أكثر وأكثر وأكثر. As long as you have more means to do it, you go to this doctor, you could go over here, you could get this test, you could try this medicine, you could do this, you could do that, you could do that. هذا خير. نعم. وأحيانا تقل الأسباب. Sometimes it's not that many means that you can take. نعم. It's not too many options that you have. نعم. وفي حديث يذكرون في الصحيح فيما أعتقد عن ابن عباس قال: كانوا أهل اليمن يحجون ولا يتزودون ويقولون نحن متوكلون. The people of Yemen, they used to leave Yemen, they used to make Hajj, and they used to say, and they didn't take any provisions with them. They didn't take the food that they need for the road. And they would say, we're going to put our trust in Allah. So we're going to find food there. فإذا قدموا مكة سألوا الناس. But when they got to Mecca, when they reached there, they were asked food from the people. فأنزل الله وتزودوا فإن خير الزاد التقوى. Allah commanded, تزودوا, get your own means, get your own provisions. And the best provision that you can get is what? Taqwa. The best provision that you can get is taqwa. ولكن هذه الآية نزلت في أناس اعتبروا أنفسهم متوكلين. الله أنكر عليهم هذا. لابد من أخذ الأسباب. الأخذ بالأسباب. So this ayah came down amongst people. They considered themselves putting their trust and dependence on Allah. Allah revealed this ayah. Saying, تزودوا, you have to take your means. You can't just say, I'll find it there. No, you have to do whatever you can do. If somebody wants to get married, you have to do the necessary steps to get married. Somebody wants money, you have to do the necessary steps to get money. Whatever it is. والتوكل على الله لها صور. نعم. ومنها أحيانا يا إخوة يكون في حسن الظن بالله. حسن الظن بالله هذا من باب التوكل على الله. Having good thoughts that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to aid you in your situation. هذا من باب التوكل على الله. الله سبحانه وتعالى يقول وظنوني إذ ذهب مغاضبا. من هو الظنون؟ يونس بن متى. نعم. وظنوني إذ ذهب مغاضبا. He went مغاضبا, upset. Why did he leave upset? Upset at what? ليش كان غضبان؟ على قومه. نعم. قومه ما أطاعوا. He left his people. ما صبر. نعم. He wasn't patient. نعم. ما هذه الآية؟ فاصبر ولا تكن كصاحب الحوت إذ نادى. فاصبر لحكم ربك ولا تكن كصاحب الحوت. من هذا صاحب الحوت؟ يونس. فالله ينبه أن قل صبره. نعم. Be patient for the ruling of Allah, the ruling of your Lord, and don't be like صاحب الحوت. Hoot is a fish. نعم. وظنون is a fish. نعم. It was. It's a whale. نعم. لا تكن كصاحب الحوت. He's talking to his prophet Muhammad. لا تكن كصاحب الحوت. Don't be like Yunus. نعم. قل صبره على قومه. His patience was little for his people, for he left upset. نعم. وهناك أحاديث النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقوله في الصحيح لا يقولن أحدكم أنا أفضل من يونس ابن متى. Nobody say that I'm better than Yunus ibn Matta. نعم. لا يستخف به. نعم. Anyway, he left upset with his people. نعم. وهذا يعني إشارة لنا كل من قام إلى الدعوة أن يصبر على قومه. نعم. يصبر على جماعته الذي معه في مسجده. It's an indication that every Imam Masjid has to be patient. And those that walk through that front door, that come through that front door, and they're there with him in his masjid, يجب أن يصبر عليهم. نعم. ما يقول أنه رفع صوته يقول هذا ما هو صالح لمسجدنا. He raised his voice. He raised his voice in the masjid. لا, he can't pray here. لا, that happens sometimes. نعم. ولكن واحد يصبر. وظنوني إذ ذهب مغاضبا. And Yunus, he left upset. فظن أن لن نقدر عليه. And he ended up in the belly of a whale. He was on a boat, and the boat was too heavy. والقصة مذكور في سورة الصافات. The story is mentioned in سورة الصافات وفي سورة الأنبياء. هذا في الأنبياء. And they had to draw straws because somebody had to be thrown overboard. واحد لابد أن يخرج من السفينة. And it turned on him. He the one had to jump. The boat was too heavy. So he ended up in the belly of a whale. ماذا بقي له من أخذ بالأسباب? What means does he have to try to save himself? He's in the stomach of the whale. مش عنده الدعاء. نعم. Yes, دعاء. نعم. وقبل ذلك فظن أن لن نقدر عليه. ما معنى ظن أن لن نقدر عليه؟ ما معنى ظن يا أبا فارس؟ تيقن. ظن بمعنى اليقين. نعم. ظن هي من بمعنى حسن الظن بالله. نعم. ظن. He was sure. He had good thoughts of Allah. أن لا نقدر عليه. ما معنى نقدر عليه؟ ما معنى نقدر عليه؟ ما يا شوقي. يبتلي لا نعم نضيق فأما الإنسان إذا ما ابتلاه ربه وأما إذا ما ابتلاه فقدر عليه رزقه قدر عليه رزقه ضيق عليه رزقه نعم فقدر عليه بمعنى ضيق عليه فظن أن لا نقدر عليه والشهد أن الله ما يضيق عليه أن الله ما يشد عليه that when he's in the stomach of the whale Allah wasn't going to make it worse Allah wasn't going to abandon him نعم ظن يعني تيقن أن الله سيعينه هذا من التوكل على الله نعم he was sure that Allah is going to help him he was sure that Allah was going to make it any worse for him نعم فنادى بسبب هذا الظن بسبب هذا because of that فنادى ما معنى نادى دعا he made dua to Allah now he had this husn al-dhan he had this good thoughts of Allah that Allah is definitely going to help him فنادى في الظلمات يعني وهو في البحر وفي بطن الحوت وظلمة الليل he's in the night man and he's in the middle of the ocean and he's in what the stomach of the whale no. So he called out to Allah and he said La ilaha illa ant subhanak inni kuntu min al-zalimin fastajabna lah Allah answered his dua Allah answered his dua أخذنا اليوم يعني ذكرنا في الخطبة هو حديث عن ابن مسعود وبعضهم يجعله من قول ابن مسعود وبعضهم يرفعونه إلى النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم. Some of them make it from the statement of Ibn Mas'ud and some of them make it from the statement of the Prophet صلى الله عليه وسلم. And when I saw today هو من قول النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ثبت. قال صلى الله عليه وسلم الطيرة شرك. نعم. This طيرة is associating partners with Allah. طيرة هو التشاؤم. تشاؤم means to have bad thoughts. It's the opposite of to be optimistic is to be pessimistic about something. Like you see something, like you go outside, كان المشركون يتطيرون. They used to have this طيرة. If one of them was going to travel and he came outside and he saw a bird fly in a certain direction, he'll go, oh, I'm not traveling now. That bird means I'm going to have something bad happen to me on the طريق. يعني هذا غير قلبه مجرد يعني يطير. Now, just a bird by itself flying, now he thinks that's going to change, that's going to affect his qadr, his decree of what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has decreed from it. Just this bird flying that way. Now, just that by that happening, you know, يرده, it sends him back and said, no, I'm not going. I'm not going to do that. That's bad luck. They will consider that's bad luck. This thing of bad luck, there's no bad luck. There's nobody who's lucky. No, I mean Allah. It's from Allah. It's from Allah. So if you think that bird is a reason for doing it, al-tayr huwa sabab fi هذا شرك أصغر. But if you think الطير نفسه هو الذي يغير القدر, هذا شرك أكبر. If you think that the bird itself is the one who changes things, then that's major shirk. But if you think that's just a reason, why you would have a misfortune while you're traveling, just because you saw a bird, or because you saw something, or just فهذا ما يجوز. فقال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم الطيرة شرك. ما هو طيرة؟ هو شيء تجد في نفسك. It's something that you find in yourself that makes you متردد, it makes you hesitant about going on, continuing. You might find it with anything that you do. Anything that you do. You might want to go park your car and you go, no, I better not park there. I think I better park over there. Well, that parking space is just like that parking space. There's no difference. But you just get a feeling. How's that feeling? Oh, shade. That feeling that you get, that's not any proof. that you should protect yourself from a feeling that you're going to build up a whole thing. No. Maybe when you go into the bathroom at the airport, you see a different stores. You want to go to this store? You go, no, I better go to this store. I don't know what happened if I go to that. لا ما في شيء. نعم. ولكن نجد هذا التردد في أنفسنا. We find this reluctance and this hesitance in ourselves. If it sends you back and you feel like, nope, that's bad luck. I better not go over there. I better not. Or you might hear a sound. Na'am. Or you might wait in the store, somebody come to the front door and he has on your same color jacket. And oh, that's a bad sign. I better go home. لا. كل هذا طيرة. الطيرة شرك. To have these feelings and it's going to make you stop doing what you were planning to do, هذا shirk. Now, then the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam قال وما منا إلا. There's no one from amongst mankind except he finds that. لا أحد إلا هو يجد هذا في نفسه. نعم. ولكن لا يمنعه. There's nobody except that he finds these things in himself, but it shouldn't stop him. So the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam قال ولكن الله يذهبه بالتوكل. Allah sends these feelings away when you just put your trust in him and you just go ahead. No. Allah takes that out of your chest. يذهب من صدرك يذهبه بالتوكل. الله يذهبه بالتوكل. طيب يا إخوة وكذلك من صور التوكل, from the ways of putting your trust in Allah, هو الذي نفعل كل حين ما يسمى صلاة الاستخارة. صلاة الاستخارة is التوكل على الله. ما معنى استخارة? What does استخارة mean? لو كنت أبحث عن هذه الكلمة في القاموس أين أبحث? If I was looking for this word in the dictionary, where would I look? Under what three letters? خير خير. خير. For istikhara means you're asking for the good. You don't know where the good is. That's what istikhara means. It comes from good. What istikhara means request good. Like ghafara means to forgive. Istaghfara means to request forgiveness. يعني هناك كلمات كثيرة من هذه الصيغة استفعل. Anything that's on that صيغة استفعل ليس anything. It means to request that thing. To request that thing. For istikhara, you're requesting good and you're asking Allah, choose for me what's best. If it's good, make it easy for me. And if it's not good, send it away from me. You're asking Allah. أنت تفوض الأمر إلى الله. هذا من معاني ماذا؟ التوكل. That you hand the affair over to Allah. فهناك آية في كتاب الله هو يشير إلى هذا الاستخارة. الله سبحانه وتعالى يقول فبما رحمة من الله لنت لهم. فبما رحمة يعني فبسبب رحمة من الله. Because of the mercy of Allah لنت لهم. أنت كنت متلينا معهم. You were soft with them. Because of the mercy of Allah, you were soft with them. And you're talking to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. You were soft with the people. You were kind. You were gentle with the people. وَلَوْ كُنْتَ فَضًّا غَلِيظَ الْقَلْبِ. If you were harsh and hard-hearted, لَنْفَضُّوا مِنْ حَوْلِكَ. They would have dispersed. They would have just dispersed. They would have left you. نعم. هذه إشارة للداعي إلى الله. لا بد من اللين. نعم. For the ones that are imams, masjids, and students, even mashayikh, they have to be soft with the people. Now, this is the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and Allah is telling him, "Law kunta faddan qalid al-qalb." If he had harsh statements and harsh actions, the people would have dispersed from him. Now, fa'fu anhum. You have to forgive them. Law hasala minhum su'a at-tasarruf. If they have bad conduct or they do things out of line, say things out of line, fa'fu anhum. واستغفر لهم, and ask Allah to forgive them. وشاورهم في الأمر, and ask them for their advice. نعم. فإذا عزمت فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. If you make a decision about something, then put your trust in Allah. فيقولون الاستخارة أن يستخير ثم يستشير. نعم. ثم يعني يستخير. نعم. ولا بأس أن واحد يستشير أولا ثم يستخير الله. واحد يستشير. Now he's going to ask, what do you think about getting married? What do you think about me moving over here? What do you think about me studying this thing? What do you think about this? Yastashir, he's going to ask. Naam. And then he's going to put his trust in Allah. فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ, if you are decided about something, فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ. فَإِذَا عَزَمْتَ فَتَوَكَّلْ عَلَى اللَّهِ إِنَّ اللَّهَ يُحِبُّ الْمُتَوَكِّلِينَ. طيب الحديث that's in الاستخارة هذا حديث من؟ الحديث صلاة الاستخارة. أحسنت بارك الله فيك سعدك الله علما. حديث جابر وهو في البخاري معلق ما ذكر سنده. نعم. ولكن comes النسائي أيضا. قال جابر رضي الله عنه كان النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يعلمنا الاستخارة في الأمور كلها كما يعلمنا السورة من القرآن. كان رسول الله يعلمنا الاستخارة في الأمور كلها. كل الأمور. نعم. The Prophet used to teach us al-istikhara, this dua, in every matter. You want to get married, you want to travel, you want to do this, you want to do that. Fil umuri kulliha, in all the affairs that you want to do. Ask Allah. Is this better for me? Is it not better for me? Ask Allah. هذا من التوكل. نعم. كان رسول الله يعلمنا الاستخارة. He used to teach us الاستخارة في الأمور كلها, in the affairs, all of the affairs of your life. نعم. كما يعلمنا السورة من القرآن. Just like he taught us surah from the Quran. meaning كان يلقنهم هذا الحديث. He used to teach them this hadith like you teach somebody, you say Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen, and they repeat it back to you, and you say Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, and they repeat it back to you, then you go to the next ayah, you read it to them and they read it back. This is the way that he used to teach them. كان يعلمهم الاستخارة هكذا. وهكذا قال ابن عباس وقال هكذا ابن مسعود. قال ابن مسعود في التشهد علمني رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم وكفي بين كفيه التشهد كما يعلمني سورة من القرآن. The Prophet taught me التشهد. What's التشهد? ما هو التشهد؟ التحيات لله والصلوات والطيبات. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. The Prophet used to teach them that just like he taught them the Quran. طيب لكن فيه شيء ذكره ابن مسعود قبل التشهد. Before he even mentioned what the Prophet used to teach him, قال علمني رسول الله وكفي بين كفيه التشهد. يعني قبل أن ذكر التشهد ذكر هذه الهيئة. نعم. The Prophet taught me, before he mentioned what he taught him, and my hand was between his hands. He taught me at-tashahhud, just like he used to teach me Quran. Man, he used to teach the Quran like that. He used to grab his hand and he would sit with his two hands. The Prophet would have his two hands on the one hand of Ibn Mas'ud, وَيُلَقِّنُهُ الْقُرْآنِ. جَلْسَةٌ طَيِّبَةٌ. It's a nice sitting. It's a compassionate sitting. He's holding his hand and he would read each ayat to him. Read each side to him. Read each side to him. في زمن النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم ما كان هناك التلقين الجماعي. هذا ما كان موجود. فما هو كبير الفائدة مثل واحد. In the time of the Prophet, there was no reading one person on a lot of group, on a whole group. Like the teacher would say, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, and the 12 or the 50 students would say, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. ما القرآن ما كان يدرس هكذا. The Quran, it didn't come like that. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala أرسل جبريل إلى نبينا محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم فكان يلقنه القرآن واحد واحد. نعم. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam Allah sent Jibril to the Prophet and used to read Quran to him one-on-one. كان رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أجود الناس وأجود ما يكون في رمضان حين يدارسه جبريل القرآن. نعم. Jibril used to read the Quran to the Prophet used to read it back to him one-on-one. نعم. والله سبحانه وتعالى يقول لا تحرك به لسانك لتعجل به. Don't move your lips rushing with the Quran. إن علينا جمعه وقرآنه فإذا قرأناه فاتبع قرآن. If we read it to you, read it back the same exact way. فإذا قرأناه فاتبع قرآن. هذا الأصل الأصيل في التلقين والتلقي. عفوا هذا الأصل في التلقي. نعم هذه الآية. If we read it to you, read it back the exact same way. نعم. And this is what they did. So now in istikhara, قال النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم إذا هم بالأمر فليركع ركعتين. وفي بعض الروايات من غير الفريضة. نعم. If you're thinking about doing something, نعم, you're considering something like getting married or opening up in a business or relocating to a different neighborhood or going to a particular school, any amr, any matter. نعم. فليركع ركعتين. You're going to pray 2 raka'ahs. من غير الفريضة. It can't be from a salah that's what? Wajib, like Dhuhr or Fajr. نعم. Pray 2 raka'atain. نعم. So it could be the 2 raka'atain mustaqil just for, it could be 2 separate 2 raka'ahs just for istikhara. It could be the 2 raka'ahs that you pray before Fajr. Or it could be 2 raka'ahs that you pray after Dhuhr. Or tahiyyat al-masjid, when you enter the masjid, those 2 raka'ahs. But you just have to have the niyyah for what? An istikhara. You have to have the intention for an istikhara. ثم يقول اللهم إني أستخيرك بعلمك وأستقدرك بقدرتك وأسألك من فضلك العظيم. Oh Allah, I seek the good with your knowledge. Allah يعلم الغيب. Allah knows the unseen. أستخيرك, I'm asking for the good بعلمك, by way of your knowledge. نعم. وأستقدرك بقدرتك, and I seek your ability and your strength. نعم. From the ability that you have. نعم. وأسألك من فضلك العظيم, and I ask you for your greatness and the goodness that you have. فإنك تقدر ولا أقدر. You have capability and I don't. وتعلم ولا أعلم. You know and I don't know. وأنت علام الغيوب, and you are the knower of the unseen. And I don't know if this is good for me or not. I'm turning this matter to you. And he's taking the necessary means. He's asking Allah. Dua. Dua sabab kabir. Dua is the main means of getting things done. Allahumma in kunta ta'lam anna hadha al-amr khayrun li fi dini wa ma'ashi wa aqibati amri aw qala fi ajili amri aw ajili faqdirhu li. Wa fihi alfaz wa yassirhu li. Na'am. Oh Allah, if you know that this matter is good for me in my religion, in my life, and in the hereafter, that this thing is good for me, or it's good for me now, or good for me later, decree it for me and make it easy for me. Thumma barik li fi, and bless me in it. Decree it for me, make it easy for me, and bless me in it. Wa in kunta ta'lam anna hadha al-amr sharrun li fi dini wa ma'ashi wa aqibati amri. If you know that this matter is evil for me, I don't know. If you know that this matter is evil for me in my religion, in my life, or in my hereafter, فاصرفه عني واصرفني عنه واقدر لي الخير حيث كان ثم ردني به. Take it away from me, take it away from me, and take me away from it, and decree for me that which is good. Then make me pleased with it. ثم ردني به. Make me pleased with it, even though if it's not good. ثم بعد هذا يا إخوة، بعد أن واحد يستخير، ماذا يفعل بعد أن يستخير؟ لا يصلي ركعتين أولا. He's going to make 2 raka'ahs. When he makes 2 raka'ahs, is a difference of opinion. Does he say this at the end of his tashahhud while he's still at the end of the salah? Or does he make taslim first? No, does he make taslim first? فإس اختلاف ولكن فيه شيء لطيف يدل عليه بعد التسليم. There's something that shows that is after taslim. What is that? It shows that it's after taslim. نعم. ما هذا ليس في الحديث. نعم هذا ليس في الحديث. وإن رفع يديه جاز ولكن ما يرفع يديه. أحسنت يا عادل بارك الله فيك. This one word ثم. This word ثم يدل على ما معنى ثم؟ هو ترقيب مع مهلة. That is after the salah. Now it's not during the salah. صلي ركعتين فركع ركعتين ثم يقول. He prays ركعتين then. When he says then, it shows it's another situation now. Just that one word ثم. So ثم indicates that it's after the salah. Now, but if you said it in the salah, it's good. Now, so you would say Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. Allahumma inni astakhiruka bi ilmika wa astaqdiruka bi qudratika wa as'aluka min fadlika al-azim. If you don't memorize it, can you read it from a piece of paper? Huh? Now, what if you don't know it in Arabic? You don't even read Arabic. Can you read the English of it? Or can you read it in Spanish? Or can you read it in Japanese? You sure? Japanese? No, you read it in any language. No, read it in Japanese. No, you read it from your phone. No. Read it in any language. Ma tayassara lak. No. And then you make that dua. Tayyib, after you make the dua, what are you going to do? Huh? What are you going to do after you make the dua? You made istikhara. Now what you going to do? يعني نعم دبر نفسك أخذ الأسباب عمل. You don't ask Allah to make it easy for you. Now you're going to get up, you're going to do everything you can to get the job done. Not going to be waiting back. I haven't seen a sign. You didn't do anything, man. I haven't seen a line. I haven't seen a good sign if I should do it. I don't know if it's easy. Get up and work. When you start working, you're going to see if it's easy or if it's not easy. If أنت استخرت الله عمل. When you ask Allah for istikhara, after you finish, you got to get up. You got to make your phone calls. You got to get out. If you're looking for a job, if you got to try to move, you're going to try to find an apartment. You're going to start moving now. You ask Allah to make it easy. So you want to see if it's easy. You want to actually get up, start moving, start making your phone calls, start doing what you have to do. Start it. That's the only way you're going to recognize if it's easy. وَكُلَّمَا كَثُرَتِ الْأَسْبَابِ It's like you call one person, okay, you can check that thing. We have an apartment over there. You want to move? We have 3 apartments and I have 4 more apartments you can look at tomorrow. Another 2 apartments. I'm like, wow. Fatah Allah alayhi. Allah is, every time I try to look, there's more information I'm getting. Now, you're going to keep on going. You're going to keep on going. But while you're going, you don't find anything. You don't find anything. You're working hard. You're going. Okay. And that's what you asked Allah. Now, if it's not good for me, take it away from me. Take me away from it. وَقْدِرْ لِي الْخَيْرِ حَيْثُ كَانَ. And give me the good wherever it is. ثُمَّ رَدِّنِي بِهِ. وهذا مهم. that أنت تجد بعد هذا كله قناعة. إذا ما حصلته تجد فيه القناعة. Even if you don't get it, you're comfortable. You say هذا الله ما كان يريد هذا لي. نعم يا إبراهيم.
الاستخارة على إطلاقها يعني مثلا كان هناك أحدهم يريد مثلا يعني يشتغل بعمل فيه شبهة ثم يقول أنا سأستخير بهذا الأمر أو نقدم على أمر مباح وأمر فيه.
نعم. مما أعلم الاستخارة is not that you choose in between 2 things. Am I going to marry this one or that one? No, if you want one matter, تستخير الله في هذا الأمر. Am I going to make umrah? استخير الله. No. Because you're asking, in the hadith, it says, وَسَمِّ حَاجَتَهُ. نعم. When you say, اللهم إني أستخيرك بعلمك وأستقدرك, after you mention, you say, الزواج بفلانة, that I will marry this woman. Or أفتح المحل, that I open that. You're going to make istikhara for that one thing. You're not making istikhara of choosing between two matters. No, should I make umrah? Should I make hajj? So when you're asking about if you should make hajj, you're going to do everything you can to make hajj. Everything. You're going to have to save up money. You're going to have to ask to borrow money. Whatever you have to do. Naam. فَإِن تَيَسَّرَ لَكَ. Naam. If you have another matter that you want to make istikhara on, make istikhara on another matter. Naam. Naam. عفوا. كيف إبان؟ عبادة. لا استخير على العبادة. عندما تقول حاج يعني حاج يحتاج, it needs money, it needs that you're going to leave your family, like that. You know, is it good for me to make hajj this year? Should I leave my mother? Should I use this money for that? Should I? No. But ما هو مجرد يعني في العبادة. Buy a car, get another wife. في أمور كلها. نعم. في أمور كلها. نعم. So like hajj means that you're going to be away from your job, you're going to be away from your family. نعم. Barakallahu fikum. So that's the point. What Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, ثُمَّ رَدِّنِي بِهِ, make me comfortable with it. Because you don't want to finish and you go, man, subhanallah, I'm in istikhara, man. I want it. كنت أريد هذا ما حصلت. I wanted it and I didn't get it. And you feel bad. La, anta sa'alt Allah. You ask Allah if it's good or bad. And you want, when you don't get it, Allah اختار لك خير. Nah. So you want to find contentment. النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم يقول فإذا أصاب أحدكم شيء فلا تقول لو فعلت كذا أو كذا كان كذا وكذا ولكن قل قدر الله ما شاء فعل فإن لو تفتح عمل الشيطان. If something afflicts you, don't say, if I would have done this, or if I would have went over here, this wouldn't have happened. If something happens to you in the street, something happens to your car, or something happens to you when you're over, you never take that street, and something happens when you took that street, or you went through that door, and something happened to you, don't say, oh, if I would have went through that way, it wouldn't have happened. Don't say that. But say, قدر Allah. Say, this is what Allah decreed. ما شاء فعل. Whatever He wills, He does. فإن لو, when you open up this issue, like if I would have done that, if I would have done that, تفتح عمل الشيطان, it opens up the work of shaitan. فما هو عمل الشيطان? It's too armed to say waswasa. It's too general of a word. ماذا يفعل الشيطان? What's it going to open up the door for? لا يعني أنت دائما تجد هذا تحزن عليه. Oh, I should have went through that door, man. Oh, man, I should never ever took my car down there, bro. I should have never went into business. Oh man, he يجد هذه المرارة وهذا الحزن. He finds this grief with him all the time. But he says, قدر الله, it's something that Allah decreed. Alhamdulillah. He doesn't find that with him. Allah, Shaitan is going to run him the rest of his life. You should have never took your son to the hospital. And that when he died in the hospital, you should have never took him there. And he lives with that grief his whole life. Man, I should have never took my son there. I should have never took my son there. I should have never. Qadar Allah, ya akhi. This is the decree of Allah. Just say that. And this is the same thing. ثُمَّ رَدِّنِي بِهِ. And give me contentment. Make me pleased. Whatever Allah decrees. باقي حديث عظيم. هذا حديث يأتي عن أنس وروايته عن أنس هو ضعيف وهو مختصر أنس ولكن هو جاء عن صحيب وهو طويل. هو عند الأحمد وعند غيره. وهو من التوكل أن تتبرع من حولك ومن قوتك. نعم نعم إلى حول الله وقوة الله. هذا أمر مهم. That you free yourself from your strength and your power, and you put all your hope, all your success in the power of Allah and the strength of Allah. Free yourself from all your power. Nah. That even if you're capable, even if you know how to do that thing, and you're capable, you say, "La hawla wa la quwwa illa billah. La hawla li wa la quwwata li illa billah." There's no strength for me, there's no capability for me except by Allah. Except by Allah. نعم. وبعدهم يقول لا حول لي على طاعة الله ولا قوة لي عن معصية الله إلا بالله. There's no strength for me on being obedient, and I have no strength of staying away from the ma'asiyah except by Allah. Now, I know Islam aslan. Now, I just love Islam so much. I love obedience. I hate sin so much. That's why I don't do it. La. That's not why. It's only by tawfiq min Allah. Tabarra' min quwwatik. Leave, take it away from yourself. نعم. فيقال هذه الكلمة لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله. عند ماذا؟ عند التبرع. You say this statement when you want to free yourself from any credit. So somebody might say, "Man, you did a good job. You do good work." You say, "La hawla wa la quwwa illa billah." There's no strength or no power except in Allah. If Allah made it easy for me to do this work. It's not me, really. It's not me. But it's just by the permission of Allah, by the mercy of Allah. فهذا حديث جاء عن صهيب عند إمام أحمد أن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم كان أيام حنين يحرك شفتيه بعد صلاة الفجر بشيء لم نكن نراه يفعله. In during أيام حنين, the battle of Hunain, هذا بعد الفتح. نعم. In the days of this fighting of Hunain, the companions, they saw the Prophet saying things after the salah, moving his lips and saying something, mumbling something. And they couldn't understand what he's saying. You know? And then the Prophet don't normally do this after Fajr. He didn't do this. فقلنا يا رسول الله نراك تفعل شيء لم تكن تفعله فما الذي تحرك شفتيك. We see you doing something that you normally didn't do. So what is it that you're saying when you're moving your lips? What are you doing when you're sitting there and you're doing that? فقال إن نبيا في من كان قبلكم أعجبته كثرة أمتي. There was a prophet that was before you. He was surprised at the large ummah that he had. Like, look at my followers, subhanAllah. I have so many followers. I have so many Muslims that have followed me. Ta'ajjaba, he was surprised. Na'am. He got so surprised that he said, Lan yaruma ha'ula'i shay. Nobody compete with these people. La yubadizhum ahad. Nobody can step up to them. And he's surprised. في رواية قال من يكافئ هؤلاء. Who can even compare with this ummah that I have? Who can compare with them? من تعجب, he was surprised. فأوحى الله إلي أن خير أمتك بين إحدى ثلاث. Allah revealed to him, all right, have your ummah choose one of three things. I'm going to give them three choices. You're their prophet, give them a choice of one of three things. إما أن نسلط عليهم عدوا من غيرهم فيستبيحهم. That we send an enemy on them and they just wipe them out and kill them. You choose. That we send an enemy on them that kills them. Or we'll do it, or that they starve to death. وإما أن يرسل عليهم الموت. Or we just send down that they just die. You surprised how they're good? Now this is what you have to choose. This is your choice. نعم. فكان يعني أولى أن يحمد الله. It was suitable that he just praise Allah. If he's surprised at his ummah, he just alhamdulillah, هذا لله, هذا لله أن يحمد الله. But he doesn't say من يناطعهم. Who can deal with them? Who can compare with them? لا تقول هذا. Allah can make anything happen that to deal with them. نعم. فاستشارهم. وإما أن أرسل إليه فشاورهم. He asked them, what is it that you all want? Is the Allah told me to give you the choice of these three things? And then the enemy attack you, or that you're stung to death, or that Allah just send down mouth on you. All of it is mouth. All of it is death. Imma from the enemy, or from hunger, or that Allah just have you die. فقال أما العدو فلا طاقة لنا بهم. He said, as for the enemy, we can't deal with that. When no enemy come down, kill us. وأما الجوع فلا صبر لنا عليه. As for hunger, we don't have the patience for that. ولكن الموت, just have us die. Just have us die. فأرسل عليهم الموت فمات منهم في 3 أيام 70,000. Allah sent upon them death, that in 3 nights 70,000 of them died. In 3 nights. So at the beginning of the hadith, they saw the Prophet moving his lips and saying something. فقال رسول الله فأنا أقول الآن حيث أرى كثرتكم. He said, now that I see a lot of people in my army, هذا بعد إيش فتح مكة. This is after they overtook Mecca and they have a lot of numbers. أقول اللهم بك أحاول وبك أساول وبك أقاتل. And ما هو بجنودي. Now, oh Allah, it's by you that I attack and I maneuver and I fight, only by you. It's not by my arm. I'm not dependent on them. He's saying that out of fear that when he saw the kathra, when he saw the abundance of his army, that he just like rely on them, or that he would not. والله سبحانه وتعالى يقول يا بعداني في مواطن كثيرة ويوم حنين. شايف ايش اول الآية؟ ولقد نصركم الله في مواطن كثير. Allah helped you in a lot of different situations, at the battlefront. ويوم حنين, and the day of Hunayn, إذ أعجبتكم كثرتكم فلم تغن عنكم شيئا. They were surprised at their large numbers and didn't benefit them. وضاقت عليهم الأرض بما رحبت ثم وليتم مدبرين. The land with its spaciousness, it became small for them and they fled. And these people that kind of عندهم رماة, the Kufar, they had people that were very good in throwing arrows, and they threw them arrows. They were أعجبتهم كثرتهم. They were deceived and fooled by their large numbers, and they end up fleeing. ثم أنزل الله سكينته الآية. Then Allah sent down His tranquility, and they eventually won. But this is the time that the Prophet ﷺ, this is what he was saying: Allahumma bika asul wa bika ahul wa bika uqatil. Not by my arm. Allah, is by you that I attack. It's by you that I move. It's only by you that I fight. It's by your help. يتبرأ من أي شيء. He frees himself from anything. It's only the strength is with Allah. كل هذه يا إخوة من صور التوكل. All of these things are examples of التوكل. نعم. فالمتوكل هو من هذا الاسم لله الذي هو الوكيل. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala هو الوكيل. هو الذي الوكيل is somebody you put responsible of something. نعم. الموكول إليه الأمر. You entrusted him to get this job done. والله الوكيل. الموكول إليه الأمر. The matter is given to Allah to take care of it. أيش الأمر that is موكول إلى الله؟ أرزاقنا وأمورنا. Our provisions and all our affairs, Allah is responsible for doing that. Allah is responsible. فهو نعم الوكيل. He's the best وكيل. الله سبحانه وتعالى ذكر عن نفسه هذه الصفة نعم الوكيل وكفى بالله وكيلا. Allah is sufficient as a وكيل. فالوكيل أنت تتوكل عليه. He's the وكيل. You put your dependence on him. نعم. هذا الذي نستفيد من هذا الباب. نكتفي بهذا القدر اليوم. إن شاء الله this will be enough for today. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك. أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. عفوا يا أم صالح.